Hello, good evening. Welcome. So, this is one of the very inspiring entrepreneurs and one of the person who is having a long association with WIP who is there in on the studio today. So, really, this is an opportunity for all of us to learn from you. Fatima, you have so much good things. Let me tell you personally that I will, after the question, tell you how you have actually inspired me because you must not be knowing that. But really, I will tell you, I have two, three really heartfelt shares. So first, I would love to start today's the training time, the 8:30 learning hour on web, which is because of you. So I want to ask you, like, what is one thing you want us to discuss now in the studio?
Hi, Rahir. My question was, how do you communicate in business?
Yes. And you being an architect, you already know how to do it creatively. You are doing it brilliantly. You are a successful entrepreneur from all of us to really learn from you. So, once again, a warm welcome and how to communicate in business. So, first, I will share our founders' points, key points. Our founder, Grace, always is very interactive and she really takes keen interest in training and development, and which is why she gives chance to everybody who has something to offer to the group to come forward. It is very unfortunate that don't have my co-partner, that is Usha Sharda, who is a brilliant trainer, a WIB member. She is also going to take a session on how to communicate in business on 10th, and she has really well prepared on it. So today she was supposed to be here, but she is busy in her trainings, and she is a big trainer, and she's busy. So okay, it's me, but I have also come with preparation, and I am also like into this really keen interest of contributing to people because this is my passion. So coming from the founder's word, so Grace, the founder, she says the main thing, for everybody to remember is the business communication mainly is through email. Everybody nowadays, you should know email, like what is the particular structure, language, because this is business communication actually, to be very straight and to be really, like talking about the facts right now, where we need to really pay stress. Business communication, email. Then she says the website. When you put the email, of course you are mentioning, introducing your profile, you are putting your website. So your website again is carrying an impression. So just check everybody. Where are you right now in your business communication and listening? Listening is a part of communication which you are creating. She says that really the follow up of any communication in business, after email, it's like calling. So your verbal communication plays a role, wherein your tone really matters 38%, your invisible body language is 56%, and your word is actually only 7%. So, mind you, the 3 points to be taken care. And of course, it is online meeting or it is real meeting. Real meeting is the real meeting, the face-to-face meeting, where how you have dressed up, the intention you are coming for, what your market knowledge and your knowledge about your product and your intention of your product and service is all business communication. Now, to add on here, I will quickly take you through. So, what we can do is, like, you should always, whenever any business communication is happening, see, it is a human to human communication in business. So, human beings, listen to me, listen to me carefully. Three things in communication, we know only one of it, that is other to other communication, because we are taught by our language in school, by our parents, how to communicate with others a little. I will still say a little. Number two, Communication also carries your energy. Before you even open your mouth, within 2 3 seconds, the other person is able to do a CT scan of you, whether he has chosen you, whether he has rejected you. How does this happen? So, your communication in energy world, this communicating with the universe, your parents did not know, your teachers did not know, so no school has college has taught you, so you need to learn it, folks. Listen to me carefully, you need to learn this communication. This is communication is business which is necessary. Number 3, your self talk about yourselves. When you come in front of somebody, a screen or a person or a group, it is your self image, your self esteem which is talking, which is communicating visibly, invisibly. Nobody, actually our parents didn't know self talk, and our school and college also didn't teach us. So this two areas, communication, very straightly, bluntly, I will say, everybody, you need to learn. And I'm working in this area. I'm working with my parents and students in this. Now coming forward, you need to take care how the other person is feeling. He wants to know you. Number one point in your communication, it has to be threaded into 4. The other person wants to know you, feel you, experience you, how reliable you are, how trustworthy you are. Any kind of buying and selling, or actually accepting the idea, is reliability, it is trust, it is a hard decision to take money. It will not come till the person is not trusting you. Remember, so how reliable you are and how capable you are in all your communication. Remember, these 4 things should be as a outcome, or as a coming and going, that creation should be taken care. Another formula I want to give everybody is CAB. CAB is caring. The other person should really feel cared, important. Second is appreciative, acknowledged. And third is boosting the communication. Encouragement. Always it is a forwarding conversation which will take you to the end result. And this communication in business, I would love to end here. And then you need to tell Fatima, like, did this really make sense, and anything you would love to add here? It is all influencing and negotiating. And you are doing it already. When you are convincing your people to eat a particular vegetable today, it is influencing them. Yes, so you are normally doing it. So communication is influencing and negotiating. If your child says, I want pizza, so you negotiate. Not now. Can we have it on Saturday? Or can we get a small one? It is negotiation. This is already, even children are doing it. So this is the main part of business communication. And here, don't get me wrong, I'm not bringing manipulation. When today you came into the studio, one thing I told you, just we have to be from heart to heart. The heart to heart honesty goes, it has a frequency. This we spoke in the studio when you entered, because really, you will experience it. So there are so many people who are interested, and they are actually appreciating you. So over to you. What did you feel, Fatima? Does this really give you some really good insight? And do you think this was something?
When you just started off, I mean, this is something, as you do it, but you just put it in literal thought and in words. So you don't really emphasize on it in your daily life. You just go about doing it in your own brush. But yeah, when you just put it in so simplified language, yeah, there are these areas that we need to work on. Or we take it for granted. Because we're just doing it on a daily basis, you just take it for granted. But yeah, when you just emphasize on it, and yeah, I'm looking at it in a whole new way now. That, oh yes, I mean, yeah, it just gives me a more clarity. Yeah, these are the areas where, okay, that as the communication part, that it's a two-way thing. So yeah,
Yeah, thank you. is the school of wisdom, and 8:30 is the learning hour every Thursday to give to people. And when I'm standing here, let me tell you, I have invested heavily. Still, I'm invested heavily in my training and development. And when I stand here, I am able to give. I'm a product of the mentors. 5 years I've learned communication, and still I'm a student. I'm a lifelong learner. So I invite everybody. Come Thursday. This is coming for free at your home convenience. Take it, take it. DM us. Now I want to ask you, people who don't know you, you gorgeous lady, I'm inspired by you that you are a very intelligent mother. And with you are very, like, along with being a successful architect and running a successful business, you are doing a real motherhood good way when you bring your child for exercising or yoga. Just he's 5 6 years old. I can imagine 20 years after now, such a good habit he will have, because coming times, the further ones, kitchens are going to stop. There will be a lot of junk food, and there will be so much of gadget and robots around us doing all household and stuff. At that time, exercising, and especially when it is that yoga thing and flexibility and posture. So this is something brilliant. Another, I want to appreciate you. Whether it was MMC, you were the one. Whether it was yoga, you jumped in. You paid the money and you invested. This is the way. This is the way. Actually, when you invest, when you pay attention. And you must be seeing a difference in you after so many. So this is something, because I practice it, so I'm impressed by you. Secondly, you want to learn money more. I have many people who say, I have enough business, I have enough money. Arey, what about if you have more money? If good people earn more money, it will go to goodness only. So I am really influenced by you, impressed by you, and you have touched, moved, and inspired even me as a person. So thank you so much. Now I want you to share about yourself, who you are, what do you do, who can benefit connecting with you. Over to you. Thank you. When you are seeing, I am just showing her portfolio. By the time she joins, I am sending it. It is here. This is her work, really. She's actually a super, I should say, a person, like long time in long business. And she would be joining. So if I see, just give me a moment. It is, see, technology is one thing which comes, at any times, even life. Many times when people drop out or internet goes, I say it is an opportunity for us to learn, because life really throws on us similarly anything, anytime, and we have to be prepared for this. And Fatima Shams is one of the respected members who is running her agency, her enterprise. She's licensed. She took license from our particular. We also give licenses to people. We have homepreneur groups, and the people who are interested to take their business forward, they can take license. So here, Fatima Shams she's a licensed businesswoman. And here, when I see her last so many years of success is because of her creative ability. Now I would love to show about her. Just I have to, yeah. So as you see here, this is her enterprise. And she has brilliant creative stuff which she has already done. And her experience is a huge experience, and staying at UAE, she has done quite a good number of projects. And I wish she could have spoken about this on her own self. People who want to connect with her for really getting the professional advice as an architect or having a design space to be done. She has done n number of projects, and she is amazingly handling, like creative spaces as an in architecture, and she's really brilliantly blessed. So here her numbers are there. Her name is Amar, as she has, it is written here, carpentry and decor, and she would be joining any moment. So here when you see this is like about her, if you can see this properly. And this is some of her creative work which she has done, and this is really brilliant, amazing. So as you see, this is all the information. This is about her. These are good ones. Her Instagram is also given here. See, somebody is spamming. This is so cheap. This is not business communication. And I especially, I don't support such kind of information being floated just for money making, doing such kind of spamming, coming to people's site and doing it. This is not professional. And I'm sure these people are dealing something in their head, which really, may God give real wisdom of putting anything anywhere and not seeing whether this is really coming to the right set of people. So this is one example which I see here. Anybody putting any message, coming and spamming. Friends, this does not work. This is, I don't want to use poor words, but this is not appreciated. And something here needs to be altered in the person who is putting the links. So this is a good example in today's, like the 8:30 hour, that we can quote that we should use good communication, not coming and putting any information anywhere. So Fatima, I would love you to talk please more about you, and then we will share the PPT. So can you please introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, and your journey, as you are a super successful architect. Yes, over to you.
So, I'm from Bombay. I studied in Bombay. Interior design has always been a passion since childhood. So, and as I grew up, I mean, I was quite sure about from the beginning that this is what I wanted. So, obviously, starting years, I was learning. After I finished my college, I was learning with, as you have your mentors, I had a few mentors of my own. I had the privilege of working with them and learning more from them. I got married and came here, so it's been, if it's like if I have to talk about design, I've been practicing since 20 years now. And over the period, yeah, because of family life and all, there was a switch in profession. I mean, I had a professional break and all. But in the last, since COVID, I mean, me and my husband's also an interior designer. So we had a little bit of thinking time. That, so he was working with a British company, with a very good company. I was on a break. Then I started my own practice. Since I had a little baby, I didn't want to go back into a 8 to 5 job. So I said I will start practicing my own. And slowly then that shift came in that, okay, we should, why the job? Let's do something for ourselves. And that's when Amar Carpentry was born. So it's a fairly new company, just 2 years old, but obviously we have a lot of experience to go with it. And I must say that, I mean, there were a lot of loopholes that we saw in the profession that we wanted to bring, we actually focus on those areas. That there are a lot of places that, as when we used to, there was a time when we were designers and we used to demand from the contractors a certain amount of detailing, a certain amount, expectations, basically meeting our expectations, and never got that. So that's when we thought that, okay, let us do it. And that's what we've been doing since the past 2 years. We are a fit out company. We focus on customized furniture, and we take care of turnkey projects, complete interior makeovers. So, yeah, that's
So
a bit
which
about.
which which are the projects which are close to your heart? Like you love doing the corporate thing or some outdoor or some indoor? What is the some
Every,
specific spacing? What is it? You do
every
everything?
creative in its own way, and it has its own special. Be it a corporate office, which has its own take on, and or a residence in which it's a very personal, when you're working one to one with the client and you're actually making a client's dream, like it's a dream home, basically, coming to life.
Yes. So can you please take us through this PPT of yours, wherein this is a detail something. If I think you'll be a better person to explain this.
uh,
So
so yeah, that's my company profile of basic what we do, and the services that we offer. So just a brief on my company. Yeah. And some of the work that we've been doing in the past year. This has been, we still have to upload a lot more on the recent work. So that's more on my Instagram that you see more of my work. That's my husband and me. We started off the company. And as I mentioned, quality services are also, this is what was missing. There was these details that when we as clients, as designers, when we approached contractors initially, we never got that design and detailing together. So now being designers and doing detailing, that's where the difference comes in now for us. This is one of the offices that we've done at Business Bay. So it's at a much initial stage of the start of my career in Amar, basically. This is, yeah, pure for work. You see a lot of more of offices and stuff here because, I mean, clients don't usually want their homes and all portrayed in profiles like for advertising.
So this was brilliant. I should say this is awesome because what you just showed, showcased, it was totally a professional and a very creative pictures which are coming in front of me. So I urge everybody to refer you to really you can handle, really you have done big work, big project, and really you took this license. And here we are your experience with Vib. I would love you to talk a little about Vib also, how your association with Vib had been, and a message to to people, how this group is so serious about business terms, Just, yeah, over to you.
I'll share my personal experience. So it was basically it was one of the groups in which it was just the initial this. I just came across a message, and that was from Grace. So I got a little curious about it, like what is it? And I mean, yeah, this looks like, I mean, a place. I'm talking about 3 years back. So that's not when I had. That is when I was just doing my work as a freelance designer. I had a freelance license back then, and so I thought maybe, I mean, so okay, let me go and have a look at what exactly it is. And yes, glued to it since then. Because I mean, from day one, I mean, I'll talk about the first meeting that we initially had. There was, I mean, you don't know what exactly it is like, but there is a feeling that you have. Sometimes you just like, I mean, go by your gut. I mean, you just go by that inner thing. I'm like, yes, I mean, this is not, I mean, like, it's not just one-off kind of thing. It's something that is more serious. It's a little more professional, and I think this could go way beyond kind of. I mean, just not that regular. At times, I mean, from the first meeting, you just get that thing that no, this is not something you take it lightly. And yes, I have associated. I must say, I have not been a very initially. I was not a very enthusiastic. I'm not like there all the time, but yes, I did make sure that I was like for. I mean, in the meetings, kind of wherever possible. I've tried to be in the meetings, and I must say, I mean, there is so much immense to learn from. That has been one. I mean, you don't go back home and it's, what have I done? Kind of. It's always like there's so much that has happened every time, and communicating with so many like-minded and learning from. I must say, and thank you, Nahid. I mean, learning has been one important, and grooming yourself at the same time.
Thank you so much. You have shared so much your experience with us. And I hope people who have joined today, they came to know about WIB, about